The kitchen upgrade quest continues, and now I want to get the knife block off the counter, and I've got a bunch of knives in the drawers that I want to clean out. Let's build an under cabinet knife block. So let's head to the shop and start building. But I don't know what I want to build. I think I'm going to build 2 prototypes, something I don't normally do. I don't know if I want the knives to sit vertically or horizontally. Each has its own advantages. So that's why I'm going to build a prototype out of 1/2-inch plywood, one of each kind. So I'm using a finger joint cutting style like you usually use for finger joints, but that'll help me get my slots evenly spaced. I won't use a piece of wood to slide over. I'm just going to use marks on my table saw to show me how far to slide over. That'll be good enough for these slots. The 1/8-inch table saw blade kerf works perfect for the width of the knife slots, but it's always good to double check. I'm going to use 2-inch slot heights, 1 5/8, 1 1/4, and 1 inch for the steak knives. I will glue a strip on top of the slots and then use some brad nails to finish off this prototype. Doesn't have to be pretty, just functional. A couple clamps to hold this prototype in place and we can get a look at it. Let's load some knives. Uh-oh, this doesn't look very good with the knives tipping. Let's try the other one. Looks bad too with the slots. So I'm going to have to make an adjustment to get a fair assessment of these knife block prototypes. So to make this work a little better, I'm going to scab some blocks onto the back of the prototypes that'll hold the knives more level. That will look better. We'll do the same thing to the slot prototype, and we'll take it upstairs and check it out. There we go. That looks much better. It'll be a much better test to look at the differences between the two. And now for the slot prototype. We'll pull the knives out of the vertical slot and put them in the horizontal slot to see what we think. Again, that looks much better. So now we can evaluate the two. Our committee decided that we like the vertical handle slots better, but we want all the tops of the handles to be even, not the bottoms. So that's what we're going to build. We're going to use some red oak to match the existing cabinets. It'll look pretty good because I know which stain to use. Jointer, table saw, and chop saw makes quick work. For the inside, I'll use plywood. I don't have enough oak to make it solid oak. Plus, it would be way too heavy. This is going to be heavy enough. 3/4-inch plywood is much lighter than red oak. I will start by gluing up all the inside plywood pieces and then add the red oak to the outside. You can see I left a hole in the plywood in the back. That'll just make it a little lighter and a little easier on me. Clamp it up and let it dry for a couple hours. The plywood glue up is dry, so now we'll take it to the table saw and just trim the edges. It makes a nice, easy setup. Now for the bottom of this knife block, I want to use 1/4-inch oak, because I'm really starting to get worried about how heavy this will be. So we resaw the piece of 3/4 in half, and then we'll run it through the planer to get it down to 1/4-inch. Now we're going to add the oak to the bottom, the sides, and the front. The front is the full 3/4-inch thick, but the bottom and the sides are 1/4-inch thick. Now we'll use the table saw to trim the oak bottom to size. Now I'll give you a little better view of how I lay out the slots. You can see the 1/8-inch lines of where the saw kerf is, and I measured over 1 inch and making a mark on the plate. Now I put a piece of green tape on the front so that I can lay out where the slots are, because I want to get the slot or the cuts even on the end, because the end aren't the standard width. Using a green tape is a cheat, so I don't have to sand off all the pencil marks. I am lazy. It also lets me make adjustments. On the green tape, I can also write down the slot heights because I have to adjust my table saw blade, and I don't want to lose track. So let's do this now and write it on the tape. My miter gauge has an auxiliary fence, and I can move it from sticking out on the right side to the left side. This helps me manage this large block on the saw. Now I need to cut one more piece of plywood that'll cover up the top of the slots so the knives don't tip. Building this, I did the height in 2 sections so I can cut the slots in the middle and then cover them up. I will glue on the yoke for the face frames, and then I'll glue on the plywood. I am using 1/4 inch because I'm worried about the weight. I am going to add a couple pieces of plywood so that I can have something to screw into. Like I said, this thing's going to be heavy, so as we install it, we want something to screw into. The 1/4 inch on the edges won't be enough. So now we need to clean it up. Yes, there was a hand plane, in addition to a random orbit sander. Old tools make quick work. Sand, 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 my favorite thing. Now I'm going to use a water-based stain. I know this matches my kitchen cabinets from other projects which you may have seen my videos on. So this works out good. Doesn't look good going on, but it looks good when it's done. Then I quickly add 3 coats of polyurethane. I only wish I worked this fast and didn't have to include dry time. That's looking very good. I'm happy. And wait till you see how it matches the cabinets. This is where we started and what it looked like before the new knife block. First step to install is to remove everything off the counter and out of the cabinets. I'm going to have to take out the bottom shelf. Now let's put it up there. I was right. This thing is heavy. A couple blocks underneath help me hold it. We then do the layout. Where are we going to put the screws? And we don't want to drill through and miss, or worse, skim down the outside of the block. We do want to pre-drill everything. Oops, I got a little problem. It's not flat. Looks like I got caught on the back edge when I first put it up there. My mistake. It's good to be humble. So I took it down, got it positioned in the right place, and clamped it up again. Now I just wanted to add a couple more screws because this is heavy. I forgot to mention that I put the blue tape on for the location of the screw blocks that I wanted to hit. Now we better clean up our mess. You know how the homeowners are. Here's a little trick. Use a white gum eraser to remove your pencil lines. Now it's showtime. We get to load this up. That looks pretty good. I am so very happy. And it got off the counter. I like kitchen organization projects, and I've done a bunch of them. Please check them out at the Johnsonville Woodworker. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and ring the bell. I appreciate you watching the Johnsonville Woodworker.